What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another edition of BSBN Podcast. We are in episode 19. My name is Pat. I have my co-host here, Dan, with me. Dan, what is going on, bud?
Nothing much. Just had a pretty hectic day today.
Fun for
Start
you.
of the day, but
Fun for you, of course.
yeah.
Bud, we have...
You get in a car out of snow is always fun, right?
So you think that all cars should be domed then, right?
Yeah, cars should definitely be domed.
Cars should be
least
domed.
have it or at least have it dome all over your property,
All
so
over
you
your-
don't have
yeah.
to get snow all over your yard.
Yeah, would hate for any kind of car to get, snow on it. I hate when the weather affects, the ground, for God's sakes. It's just terrible.
Yeah, I mean, dude, you're not a driver, so you wouldn't understand.
I understand, which I actually just did take a practice test today for a permit. I know I'm really old to get a permit, but I need to start. So, but I just took one.
Nobody's too late to get into driving.
I know. I got to start going though, especially when I get the hell out of New York. But yeah. So we have a big week this week. I mean, Pro Bowl's tonight. We're shooting this on Tuesday, by the way. Our podcast is typically always shot on a Tuesday.
Yay, Pro Bowl!
Yay,
Woo!
Pro Bowl! Everyone's excited about the Pro Bowl, man. That Pro Bowl is just
the most entertaining thing on TV,
It's the most talked about. You know what I've seen?
I mean, yeah, you had Justin Field denying his acceptance to the Pro Bowl. That goes to show something on how this is around the league.
I'm not talking about. Never mind. You know what? That kind of actually just pissed me off. Skip the Pro Bowl. We have the Super Bowl coming up this Sunday.
Yeah, we do.
We have Super Bowl coming up. What freaking number are we on anyway? Do we know what number we're on? Super Bowl what? How do I not know this offhand?
61?
61?
Or 60?
Christ.
It's either 60 or 61.
I don't think I've seen an I. I'm assuming it's 60. Whatever the fuck it is. It's somewhere in there. But regardless, Super Bowl is coming up. And we have the Seahawks versus the Patriots. I think that most people... I had this as my bracket. Honestly, this is my two bracket winners, even though I did want the Bears to win on the NFC side. And I didn't want the Patriots to win on the AFC side, but I kind of figured they were going to have the better route to go.
Super Bowl 60.
It is Super Bowl 60, right? Okay.
Yeah.
But we have the Seahawks.
My dad is as old as the Super Bowl.
Wow. Some say I think your dad was originally the creator of the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true facts, guys. True facts.
Started the same year he was born.
Hey, there you go. But we have the Seahawks versus the Patriots here. I want to ask you who you got, why you have them, and do you have who's your Super Bowl MVP afterward? I want to say, give me your opinion, then tell me your Super Bowl MVP. I want to know what kind of game you got this as. Is it close? Is it hard? Is it defensive, offensive? What do you got this game being?
For me, and I've seen a lot of people talk about this because I kind of agree with this statement. When the playoffs started, everybody said an NFC South team was going to win. And
West.
It's kind of... NFC West was going to win. But it's kind of hard not to agree with that, with the way the Super Bowl was going. And I even said this last weekend when... or 2 weeks ago when we were discussing our predictions for the championship rounds. I said if the Rams or Seahawks won, they were going to be taking the Super Bowl. And that opinion does not change for me. Seattle's just overall looked like the better team. The defense have been incredible throughout the postseason. Sam Darnold, especially after that conference game, the way he played in that, I think, while he's injured, I think, what's wrong with his foot again?
He has the oblique injury. It's not his foot. He has an oblique injury.
So the way he played that game and just the way he got some of those passes in, it was like he was like an artist or a painter trying to just place things perfectly into positions to where his receiver could get it. I mean, you saw JSN do incredible. JSN, had a 2-touchdown day against the Rams, I think?
Yeah, I think...
3?
No, not 3. It was definitely, I think, at 2, because I know, who was it? It was Cooper Kupp. It was Walker.
Walker got the rushing touchdown that started it.
Their tight end. I believe it was their tight end that got one. What the hell was his name? Is it Bobo? Am I thinking of the right team? Is that Bobo? Who's Bobo on? What team is Bobo on? Is he not on?
Walker got a touchdown. JSN got
one. I think the wrong
Cooper
game.
got one. Oh no, you're right, Bobo.
It was Bobo, right? Bubble got a touchdown,
Yeah.
and then 2 JSNs, right?
No, one
One
JSN.
JSN.
But even then, it's still like for him to have 10 receptions and 153 yards with 1 touchdown, and and Rashid Taheed too had a great game.
Yeah,
It was just
one of the first plays to him.
yeah, he had that big play, that 1 catch for 51 yards,
Yeah.
and it Sam Darnold was just putting the ball in places where he knew his receiver could grab and not putting it in the defense or not letting the defensemen get a play on the ball. So yeah, I mean, I don't get me wrong, I give credit to the Patriots for the season they had. The head coaching change, Mike Vrabel came into that team and definitely changed that around, and you could see that they're buying into his you can see that they're buying into what they're trying to preach in that locker room, the Patriots, to where they turned that season around. Drake May is arguably he's up there with the MVP discussion. I mean, personally, I don't think I have to put him second.
We're talking about that later. We're talking about that later. Stop.
But yeah. So Drake May had a great game, but when you look at these two teams, it's just what do the Patriots have that could stop that momentum on offense that the Seahawks come with? It's just the Seahawks just have a very dynamic offense. And it seems like no team this postseason could figure it out. And and it shows that they're extremely hard to stop. So if the Seahawks do come out of the gate Sunday and it's all gas, no brakes. I'm sorry to throw in Jacob Fatu reference from wrestling over there. But if they're all gas, no brakes, this game is going to end up very badly for the Patriots.
Wow. Okay. So what do you have this being then? We haven't done scores in a very long time. What do you got the score being in this game?
Yeah, I know. I could see what's even the over-under on this. Do they even have that?
Oh, you know what? Yeah, we probably should go over the over-under, right?
Over-under is 45 and a half.
What?
Man, I'm taking the over.
I'm taking the over on that as well.
I could see the Seahawks putting up 41, 45 against this Patriots team. It's very hard to say. I could just see the Seahawks hitting the spread alone.
Wow, that's kind of nuts of you.
Yeah, it is, but is your opinion any different than mine with how the Seahawks been playing in this postseason so far?
I mean, not that it's different, but I don't think that you got to remember the Super Bowl is a much bigger stage, Dan. For me, like, all right, look, for my take, I got the Super Bowl winner being the Seahawks. Oh wait, hold on, really quick before we go into it. Who do you have as your MVP for the Super Bowl? Who's your Super Bowl MVP?
Sam Darnold.
Okay. All right. So now, for me, my opinion is I do think the Seahawks are going to win. I have the Seahawks winning this one. I don't think it's going to be. I think we're going to get a good game. I think it's not going to be a blowout, but I think it's still going to be enough points to where I think that it's going to be hard for the Patriots to come back. I just don't know how I see Drake May and company coming back from this one. But I do have the Seahawks winning this one as well. I am going to count them out. I've been behind them for the last few weeks, saying that they're going to win their games, but no, not this time. If Vic was here, he would say the same thing. He would have the Seahawks in a heartbeat. Today I'm taking the place as Vic. I'm taking Vic's place because right now it's just it's not happening. I don't see the Patriots being able to beat the Seahawks. I don't think they have firepower in their tank to do it. I think their defense is good. And I think that Drake May is a great game manager. He knows how to control the ball, don't get me wrong. When you have JSN on the other side of that field, it's pretty hard to say that, you're going to stop him. Because I have yet to see him be stopped this season since taking over that number one slot. So now for me, I got the Seahawks winning this game pretty convincingly. The over-under here, by the way, for those who don't know, the money line obviously is the money line. It's a, what is it? It's a plus.
Minus 4.5.
No, that's the spread. Minus 4.5 in favor of the Seahawks. Money line, New England is definitely not the favorite. New England's at a plus 195. Seahawks are at a minus 238. So if you're going to go with this, I'm taking the over. That's a no-brainer for me. 46 points, I'm absolutely giving them 46 points in this game. Unless something miraculous happens to where JSN is no longer JSN, then I don't see this being anything less than 46 points. It's an absolute must for me. So I got this game being, I think a good here would be, I think something similar to what they had versus the Rams. I think is a good enough indication for me. I don't think the defense is I don't think the Patriots offense is going to be as good as the Rams. That's for damn certain. But I do think we could see a score of just a round number. I say like a good 35-21 score is something we could obtain.
Okay, I'm gonna agree because I know Vic pointed this out last week when we did the podcast. But if the Seahawks come out, right, and we know that the Seahawks have been there with the Legion of Boom. We know that, and we've seen what they did against arguably one of the greatest quarterbacks ever. How off balanced he looked that whole entire game.
Who?
To where the Seahawks won that game. You know the game I'm talking about.
No, there's two
this is
great...
the game in New York. I'm talking about Peyton Manning.
I don't remember that Super Bowl. I remember.
Yeah, I remember. Know why we don't remember?
I remember that preseason
the blowout
game.
Was 43-8.
I remember that preseason game that happened in New York. That was crazy between two teams like that. That's nuts to me. I remember that preseason game. That was terrible.
If the Seahawks come out like they did with that game, and just riddle Drake May from the start to where they bring back a pick six to where they scoop and score, I can see this game getting out of hand like it did against the Broncos. In 2014.
Oh, you're nuts.
I can see it. I don't know. This Seahawks team is just that over. It's just the talent on that team is just insane.
Tell me confidently right now you have this as a blowout.
I can see it being a blowout. Yes, absolutely.
What's your score?
My score now, probably somewhere close to not close, but I mean, I can see it. The Patriots can get it handled and the pressure handled. I can definitely see it being like 45-20. But I can see the Seahawks going in and dropping 45 points this game.
You're nuts.
I may be nuts, but no team has stopped them. I don't see why the Patriots are going to stop them.
No team has stopped either of them. That's why they're here, Dan.
Bro, the Texans kept that game close. And you're talking about a defense that just shut them down and their offense couldn't get anything going.
Okay, we're going to talk like that, though.
If you're looking at these games, Seahawks, 41-6 against the 49ers.
Yeah.
In the divisional round.
Mm-hmm.
Then, because they had the bye, obviously, so the wild card round don't affect them.
Yeah.
But then, 31-27 against the Rams. And the Rams were the only team that were somewhat stopping them on defense. And they couldn't fully shut them down.
And the Patriots,
you think the Patriots are going to do anything better?
The Patriots versus 3 top 5 defenses from wild card to Super Bowl.
Okay, and shall I not say this? The conference championship game, Patriots versus Broncos, 10-7. We all said that was a boring-ass game.
It was a boring-ass game, but again, it was one of the top defenses plus snow. Heavy snow towards the end of that game.
The fact that the Patriots only got 28 points out of the team, that the offense was barely fucking found on the Texans, that goes to show that you think that they can score that much against the
Seahawks? Yes!
Bro, you are...
They just burst the top 3 defenses in the league. You think the Seahawks...
The Chargers, they put up 16 points against the Chargers. You're saying top 5 team passing team, top 5 teams...
The Chargers are number 5 defense in the league.
Yeah, you're saying the top 5 defenses. But even then, only getting 16 on them.
Against the top 5 defense.
Okay, and the Patriots... Okay, and to be fair here, the Seahawks have been looking like the top defense this whole fucking playoffs.
Oh, come on. No, they haven't. Versus one round. They had one round to show they were the top defense, and it was against Purdy and company. They had to stop one guy. His name is McCaffrey. That's it.
Okay, and here again, you only have to stop, well, two guys. Diggs and Stevenson.
Oh, no. Come on, let's not play this. First off, I'm going to say this right is. I don't care if 49ers fans can get mad. Drake May is a better quarterback already in year 2 than Brock Purdy.
Yes, I'm not denying that. But also, I don't think that they can handle this Seahawks team.
I'm not saying they can handle them. You're saying blowout.
Yes, I am saying blowout.
Oh, my Lord. That's crazy to me. The fact that you think that they can't score points on this team is going to be nuts to me. I'm not to overrule my shit and say I'm going for the Patriots.
I'm going to give them is 20. I see them scoring, but the most I'm giving them is 20. I don't think they're going to match and go toe-to-toe with the Seahawks.
Oh, man.
To where the Seahawks, I can say
I
see the Seahawks scoring every drive this
every drive. The Patriots have been defense too. That you wanted to bring up defense. They've been a good defense too. And you want to say that they're like what?
You said they need to stop JSN.
Yeah, I said.
You have to stop. You don't have to just stop JSN. You have to stop JSN. Kenneth Walker. They have threats.
They
and
have
you
threats.
have to stop Bobo.
Denying that. Bobo, get out of here with Bobo.
Oh my God, what was his
Devontae
name?
Adams and Raheem Shaheed and Cooper Kupp. I understand they have weapons, but you're giving them. You're saying every.
Wait,
they're going to score.
Devontae Adams on the Rams. By the way.
My bad. I don't know why. Because they just burst. My bad. That is my fault. My fault. Long day. My fault.
I mean,
Anyway.
hey, you're pairing up a matchup everybody wanted to see on the Rams, Devontae Adams and Cooper Kupp, and that never happened.
My fault.
Can you imagine if they had both of them?
I don't. They don't need both of them. They have better than that. They have Cooper Kupp. They have Cooper Kupp and JSN. I'm cool with JSN and Puka is on the other team. Is just a monster. Probably the best wide receiver in the league this year. To many.
I can see them scoring every drive come Super Bowl.
So 45-20. 45-20.
Yep.
Crazy. I put mine by like 2 touchdowns, but I figured I didn't. Crazy to me. 45 points. You know what? Whatever. Hey, so you would confidently say right now you take an over of 55 points in the game.
Absolutely. 46 is just this. I don't know what these sports books are reading, but
I agree. 45 is really low. 45 is extremely low.
Just
it's extremely damn low.
The way that the Seahawks have been playing alone this playoffs, that offense can put up 45 points by itself if they needed to.
You're nuts. You really are. I think you're nuts.
We've been saying it. This is going to be a pure home game for the Seahawks. The 12 is going to light up Levi Stadium like we never seen before.
You're crazy. That I agree with. But you're crazy to me. I think that's wild that you would call this a blowout game. But what quarter do you think this game is unwatchable?
Oh no, it's not. Oh yeah, it is Levi's. By what quarter is this going to be unwatchable?
Yeah.
Everybody's going to stop watching after Ed Bunny performs the Super Bowl halftime show.
You think it? Hold up. You think this game's going to be that bad at the end of the second quarter?
You heard me. Did I stutter?
At first, fuck off. Fuck off. Secondly, there's no way you think this game gets that bad. By the end of 2 quarters, you think this is a blowout. Absolute massacre.
Yes.
So what? The Patriots just make a random small comeback or something like that, and they make a little thing in the third, and that's it?
Oh, they'll have fighting chances. I just don't think that they're going to gain any momentum.
You're freaking crazy. Man. So, all right. So then by that point, what do you have at the half? What's your scoring in the half?
Score at the half?
Yeah.
I'm going to go very odd here. 25-12?
So what? 4 field goals? 4 field goals to 25. How the fuck do you get 25 points in the game? That's like very hard.
I can see them getting a 2-point conversion.
What they need a 2-point conversion for? Why would they need 2 points?
Or I can see them sacking Drake May in the end zone.
You're
and
crazy.
Get safety.
You're nuts. They have one of the best offensive lines this year.
Doesn't matter. Everybody was saying that look at the pressure they applied on Stafford too. Everybody, the Seahawks defensive line is not ones to be played with either.
But Drake May actually knows how to run the ball. He'll run it on them if he needs to. He put up 60 yards on the Broncos.
With Tyreek Woolen coming down as a D-back safety help.
Yeah, because he'll do it just how we did to Hufanga, just how we did to Bonito, just how we did to all of them versus the Broncos. He's going to do again the same thing to the Seahawks. You don't think he could do that, Patrick Surtain? You don't think he could do that against the Seahawks? He just had that against the Broncos.
Oh, I don't.
Huh. I think the Broncos defense is better than the Seahawks defense. And that they will definitely be able to do that on him. There's going to be runs that happen. He's probably one of the best scramblers right now that not scrambling like he's going to get 1,000-yard season like Lamar Jackson. But for God's sakes, but he is a damn good game manager. He knows when he needs to run the ball, and he'll run it damn good.
Okay, and again, I don't think one player is going to help you enough.
It's not.
Seattle Seahawks.
It's not just one player, though, but that is a big deal when your QB has the ability to manage that game properly. I don't know. I'm like I said, I don't have the Patriots winning this by any means.
When we watched the conference championship game, because I know you did, I know Vic didn't. But when you watched the Seahawks and Rams game, they were going back and forth. Both teams. I'm not just saying. And you think the Patriots have the offensive powers as the Rams to go back and forth with the Seahawks team like they did?
I think we're talking about the potential second runner or the potential MVP of the league this year, plus the dual threat running back that they have over there.
You also have to take in experience. He's a sophomore QB. Never played in the big game.
None of them have had a big game like this. Or Sam Darnold's big game was when? When?
Bro, okay, but even then, he has the playoff experience.
When?
Last year with Minnesota.
A wild card game?
No, actually,
are you kidding me?
They could have pulled the Minnesota.
Oh my lord!
In that game too.
You're talking. He's got the experience. Wild card game? One wild card game?
Yeah. The chemistry he seems to have with JSN seems to be better than the chemistry he has with Justin Jefferson. And, okay, say what you want. Obviously, everybody's probably going to hate me for saying this. But in reality, Justin Jefferson is a better receiver than JSN right now. And he has a better connection with JSN than he did with Justin Jefferson. You're going to disagree with me on that take.
I'm going to say that I think that Justin Jefferson definitely had an off year, but their offensive line is not nearly as good as the Seahawks.
No, I'm just saying on this. But
I think
on the take in general.
Yeah, but here's the take though. The take is like you're saying the connection. But Justin Jefferson, first off, how we talk about it a lot this season, where they don't have the tape. JSN was not the receiver here last year. This is his first year as first wide receiver. Yeah, which he should never been first wide receiver in the first place. But he was stuck behind him and Lockett and whatnot. And now you have him coming in.
No, to be fair, he was above Lockett because Lockett was a slot guy. You're not going to put JSN
not in targets though. You're not targeting over Lockett though, because he's been a career guy for them his entire year. So like he might be listed. He might be listed as the slot, but he's definitely the second receiver there. He's a slot receiver that definitely gets more targets than a lot of guys. Well, would now he doesn't, but he did.
Also, two different quarterbacks.
Two different quarterbacks. Oh, yes, absolutely. But then you have the Minnesota Vikings with Sam Darnold. They don't have an offensive line worth dick. I'm sorry, Minnesota. You guys need a better offensive line. And And then on top of that, everyone and their mother is guarding Justin Jefferson with 3 guys. JSN wasn't getting that luxury until like they realized, hey, you might be that guy.
That and completely failed.
Yeah, which they did. But there's a smaller sample. Now, I want to see Jay because I thought he was electric this year. For me, I know Puka Nacua is probably in, like over all of them is probably
he's top 5.
I think that Puka Nacua is probably receiver of the year. I think he had the most receptions and most receiving yards. But JSN to me was my favorite wide receiver of the season. I think he was lights out.
I know we're going a little bit off topic here, but this just came to my mind.
What?
Your top 5 receivers. Who is your top 5 receivers right now?
In career included or just for this year?
No. I'm talking about as it stands with the paperwork we had from this year. Who would be your top 5 with career?
With career. That's 2 different questions here. That's 2 different questions.
But I'm also taking into account the growth and everything from other players too.
No, because this year I'm not because JSN isn't in my top 5 this year. He's not going to be in top 5 then because it's just this year that I have to go off the base him. So I'm not putting him up there yet. I can't put him up there yet confidently. I can't. Just not yet. He's not up there yet. I'm calling it bold. I just don't think right now for me, he doesn't have the number 1. He has this year. Electric. He's my favorite wide receiver to watch. And I think he could be one of the best in the game that we'll see, and I think he can keep that going.
I think I have a top 5 if we're going off of...
You asked me the question, you don't even have an answer for it. What's your top 5?
No, I do. I have 4.
Okay.
I can't. The 5th is just blanking on me right now because the 4 clear cut for me is Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, Puka Nacua, JSN.
I don't know. JSN, he doesn't have that much of a career for me to say, hey, yeah, he's top 5 right now in the league. I don't have that in him yet. He's just not there for me. Not yet. I think he can absolutely be there, but he's just not yet for me. He's just not in that position.
That's my 4 right now.
Like wide receiver wise is kind of like tricky. I don't know who I would have as a 5th. That's a lightning question that I would have to like answer. But if I had to go look it up, I'll come back to it. But I want to kind of like just finish up this discussion real quick while we talk about this. But I will definitely come back to it.
We got off board a lot.
Yeah, but I think my Super Bowl MVP actually is going to be JSN. My Super Bowl MVP for this year is going to be JSN. He will be the MVP for me. I think Darnold's going to play good, and I know it's usually a quarterback thing, but I think that JSN has a great argument to where he can be MVP because I feel like in ways he has been the MVP of this team. He's made some big catches in some big spots, and Darnold has thrown that ball perfectly a lot of times, but there's just times where JSN carries that game in ways that I don't think a lot of wide receivers have been able to do recently. And I think he's just one of those guys that are really going to come out and show what the hell he's made of. And this year, he definitely did it. He absolutely did it. But he's just one of those dudes. So I like him. But I don't know if I would have him at that. But yeah, he's definitely, for me, he's my MVP. That's who I have there. And I don't want to say Darnold because like I don't want it to go to a QB. Maybe it's a bias in me that I'm not saying that, but I don't want.
That's always. I feel like MVP. It's
I just don't want it to go there. I know it's hard, but it's like I don't want it to go to a quarterback. I would like it to be something else differently, which would just be nice. You know, I want something different for us. You know, it would be really cool for them to just have like different, you know, like a different thing here. So that's just how I have it. But yeah, no. If you had to ask me really quickly, and I set my score already. I'm taking the over on this game. Let's recap really quick for this game. Super Bowl. You're taking the spread of 4.5 in favor of. Are you taking the spread of 4.5 instead of? Are you taking this? Hold up! Stop! Are you taking the spread of 4.5 in favor of the Seahawks? Are you taking the over/under of 45.5?
Yes.
Or are you taking the money line in favor of?
I'm taking the spread to where Seattle's down to start the game 4.5. I am absolutely taking that because that's gonna hit right away.
That's the one you're taking.
Yes, I'm taking the spread and I'm taking the over/under.
No. One or the other.
I'm taking the over.
One or the other.
I'm taking both.
No, one or the other.
No, come on. I'm taking both.
One or the other.
Okay. If I'm more confident, I'm taking the over.
That's what I wanted to know.
But I would take both. I would take both in this situation.
Your money on the line. What are you taking?
Taking the over.
Okay. That's all I need to know. I could say I'm taking the over-under for both of them. I could say I'm taking the other for that game if I don't have money on the line. If I have money on the line, what am I taking?
Well, no. When I said I was taking both, I'm taking the spread and the over.
We talked about this. Are you able to do that on most apps?
Yes. You can take all three if you wanted to.
That's bullshit. I don't. Oh, right. There was a combination of things you were allowed or not allowed to do. Right. I forgot about that.
In betting, you could do all three, but you can't do You could only do individuals, and that's it. Like first touchdown and stuff like that. I don't think you could do anything else off of that. But I'm not completely sure because I really don't bet.
I'm about to look at it.
You guys do.
Yeah, I'm about to look at it because you're gonna.
I know you can do all three: money line, spread, and over under.
Okay. Yeah, I'm taking. If that's the case, then if I had to choose between three, I'm going with the over as well in this game. I would take Seattle in the 4.5 spread, and I would take. I would definitely take obviously Seattle in the money line because I have them winning. And then JSN is my Super Bowl MVP. For you, it's Sam Darnold, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Cool. So I want to answer your question real quick, and then we're going to go into the next topic. But I kind of want to touch on that because, yeah, it is a pretty unique question right now as to who I would have where and why I would have them. Now I think mine's gonna be a little complicated. If we're going over everyone's career, right? We're doing career-wise right now. We're not doing just hey, and by the way,
career-wise, you got to say then you have to take out some of these older players because
why?
Obviously because they're not in their prime compared to these guys. I'm talking about the right now kind of guys.
Yes, I get that. I understand that. Now. I understand what you're talking about. So we're talking about the 5 wide receivers right now. But
yes.
Hunt, no, because that's different. No, because you can't do that. Hold up, because here's the thing, right? I actually just thought about this. You can't do that. You can't. Here's the reason why. We can go over the right now, but the right now for me, I tell me if I'm wrong, right? Tell me if I'm wrong. But the right now, if you're saying right now, I'm taking 25 and forward. I'm not taking anything before that. I'm not taking, I'm taking just this year moving forward. That's it.
I said for now to the future.
No, because before you said career. You said career as well.
Well, yes, I said career, but then I thought about it and I'm like, if we're talking about career, then you would have to have Devontae Adams in that conversation, but he's at the tail end of his career. You have to have guys like Cooper Kupp in there.
No. Nope.
You're taking Cooper Kupp now?
I'm not taking Cooper Kupp in the top 5. Period.
That's what I'm saying.
Even if you put all everyone's NFL career right now who's in the NFL, he's not top 5 for me.
That's pretty bold of you with what he's
not even close. Not remotely. Not even remotely. I don't care shit. I don't give a shit. He's not top 5 for me. Period.
That's a Patrick bold statement. Period. And you say my Super Bowl is bold. That's
pretty bold.
Ram fans, get on him.
He's not a top 5. If everyone who's in the league right now, all wide receivers that are in the league right now, he's not top 5. Not top 5. Because if we want to do that, we'll play that whole game.
To be fair, he hasn't been top 5 for the last 3-4 years now.
And he was only relevant 5 years ago? Okay. Now we're getting into stuff, huh? All right. So now I'm the bold one. All right. I don't want to hear it. Don't want to hear it. Okay? Because Devontae Adams is old, and he's still proving he can be relevant. All right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cooper Kupp.
Cooper top 5 right now.
No, he's not top 5 right now. Definitely not. But if you're adding,
definitely has been a top 5.
If you're adding in the whole career wise though, I put Devontae Adams in the top 5 right now. Yeah. If you're doing everyone's career who's in the NFL, active NFL players, he's a top 5 wide receiver. If you're talking about whole career, yeah, he's top 5. And it's not just longevity; it's just because of the shit he's done in his prime leading up to now. He's still top. He would be top 5 there. Because Devontae Adams right now is realistically, to me, is probably still a top 20 wide receiver. I don't know how you feel about that, but I still feel like that. I don't think Cooper Kupp, though, is a top 20 wide receiver. Can you disagree to that, or do you agree?
No, I agree with that.
Okay, I just want to make sure. Just want to see if we're on the same page. My top 5 wide receivers right now, if we're talking about this year, then JSN in it. JSN for me is my number 1 at the moment. I like him. I love him a lot. I think he's great. People fucking phenomenal this season. But if you're going over top 5 right now, if I have to pick a top 5 from this year going forward, I'm going with, and it's pretty simple. I think we're on the page with that. But I'm going with Justin Jefferson.
1 and 2 is arguably it's clear and cut who's 1 and 2.
Oh, are we doing these in order?
Well, yeah, it would have to be your order.
Oh, see, now you got me a little fucked up now. That's a little messed up. I didn't know we were doing order.
The 1 and 2 is clear cut who it is for me.
Yeah, I think everyone's got Justin Jefferson, and Jamar Chase. I think are the two top. So we have number 3. Is it based off just like how I feel they're going to be, or the fact that I like them a lot can put them a little bit ahead?
Do you still see them being there in years to come?
Yeah.
Then yeah.
I'll take my number 3 as Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Oh, fuck. I totally forgot about him, too. Damn.
My number 4 will be Puka Nacua. My number 5 right now will be Justin Jefferson. My number 5 will be JSN. Puka's great. I right now I know that Amon-Ra St. Brown can throw down, and I've seen it every so far since he's been here the last few years. And I think he's still one of the best wide receivers in the league. I think he's just amazing. So for me,
I also feel like the top 4 could also be interchangeable at any given.
Yeah, I think if you ask that question to 100 people, you're gonna get at least 40 something different combinations. No, you won't. Duh, just five. You're not gonna get 40. You're probably gonna get like 20 something different combinations. I'm just realizing the math didn't work on that. Yeah. But I think you get quite a few combinations.
Mine would be similar to yours, but it would be, like I said before, Justin Jefferson 1, Jamar Chase 2, Puka's 3, Amon-Ra St. Brown 4, JSN 5.
Fair enough. I don't think that's bad. But yeah, going into the next thing, speaking of top 5, speaking of finalists for, I don't know, awards or something, we have the awards giving out this week for the NFL. They're going to be coming out with NFL stuff. We have Coach of the Year, we have the Defensive Players of the Year, Offensive Players of the Year, the Rookies of the Year. I'm not doing Assistant Coach of the Year because honestly, they're going to give it to Clint Kubiak. I think is going to be the guy that gets it anyway. But I'm not looking at assistant coach going, that's the guy right now. Like, I'm Clint Kubiak. You have to give me it. I'm not even going to go fully in depth to it. Clint Kubiak. That's what I got for it. But right here, we'll start off with actually this one I think is fun. This is I think a fun one here, but this is a clear cut one as well, honestly. But who do you got here for the AP Comeback Player of the Year? The 5 finalists, I will name them and we'll go over it and why you feel it'll be that guy.
I think we're gonna have the same take here.
Probably. So we have Stephon Diggs, the New England Patriots wide receiver. We have Aiden Hutchinson of the Detroit Lions, defensive end. We have Trevor Lawrence, Jacksonville Jaguars as QB. We have Christian McCaffrey, San Francisco 49ers as the running back, and we have Dak Prescott as the Dallas Cowboys quarterback. Who do you have as the AP Comeback Player of the Year, Dan, and why?
It has to be Christian McCaffrey, man. It's like the season McCaffrey had, man. It's just, boy, oh boy. Like, I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong. Dak Prescott, okay, he had a great season. But when you look at Christian McCaffrey, it doesn't seem like he has an off switch.
No, definitely not.
I mean, he came back from an ACL, right? I believe.
I don't know. Anyway, he has so many injuries constantly, I can't keep track of him anymore.
He had an ACL injury, I believe, last year. He came back this year. Nearly rushed for, well, he did rush for 1,200 yards.
1,000 yards rushing, over and over 1,000 receiving.
You didn't let me get there. Thanks a lot for bringing that up. And I was
You're right. My fault.
You said the reason why.
I'm zipping it. I'm zipping it.
You got to say my stat. And then he had almost 1,000 rushing yards. I mean, yeah, he came up 80 yards short, but still 924 combined with the rushing yards he had is just it's insane. He doesn't look like that slowed him down. I mean, when AP came back from his ACL, he did not perform nearly as well. McCaffrey looked like prior year's McCaffrey.
What?
Oh no, wait. AP did come back and have a great year, right?
I'm looking for new podcast co-hosts. This is the second week in a row. I'm begging.
Yeah. Oh wait, he did. He came back and won MVP that year, right? That was his Madden cover year.
You could leave anytime you want. Anytime. Anytime.
Bro, I get the year so mixed up.
Me and Daisy get the rest of the podcast. Daisy, what are you doing? Go ahead. See you.
No, but yeah, it's kind of hard not to say McCaffrey. I could also see him being in the running for MVP.
Okay, we'll get into that when MVP comes around.
When we get there, but I wouldn't be surprised. You'll probably be surprised at my top 3.
I'm shocked. All right, so you have him being there. I think the same thing. I think this is a clear cut drive for me. It's Chris McCaffrey. There's no way anyone else gets it but him. Coming back off of
the Patriots have to win the Super Bowl. Well, it's not even.
It's not going to Diggs.
It's the day before the Super Bowl, right?
It's not. I believe so, but it's not going to Diggs. There's no way it goes to Diggs. I don't see anyone up here that really exemplifies comeback player.
Gives him a challenge as Trevor Lawrence, because Trevor Lawrence had a great year this year, and you can't deny that.
Yeah, I can. I absolutely
This
can.
has been Travis Lawrence's best year so
Doesn't
far.
mean that it's a good year. It just means he had an okay year. He had what was he, 26-15 or something like that? It's not. I don't remember what his thing was, but he only really did good. Like he played all right. I think the defense was more so what got them those wins. But yeah, sure. Offensively, I feel like the first couple of weeks he was garbage. Like he started doing good, I think, around the time they got Jacoby Myers. That's when he started doing good. Because he had another wide receiver there. I don't feel like before that though they were doing anything good. Like they were all right during that time, but they really shined once the trade deadline came in. But no, I don't think anyone's got this. And Aiden Hutchinson for me was like too quiet this year. After last year's performance, just too quiet. I don't have him being the comeback player of the year. I know they don't have that many candidates for it. And then Dak Prescott for me just doesn't.
Wait, what do you mean? He passed for 4,000 yards.
Okay.
And he was 27 for 7.
He was 27 and 7.
29 for 12. 29 for 12.
29 for 12. I mean, that's all right. The 4,000 yards is fine, but I mean Drake May has 4,000 yards too, and he's like here, and you're saying that they're gonna get blown out, and he has like no one on that team. I don't know. 4,000 yards, all right. It's cool. I don't think it's bad. I'm fine with it. Trevor Lawrence is not it for me. Lawrence had more weapons than Drake May, and got 4,000 yards.
Okay.
Right or wrong?
No, I just said he still had a great season, Trevor Lawrence.
No, see, the great season part is where we're disagreeing at, Dan. That's the part of it here. It's not okay. It's not the same thing. Great season and good season are two different things. Okay seasons is another thing.
For him, it was a great season.
So now
I'm saying for Trevor Lawrence standards, it was a great season for him.
So Shedeur Sanders went ahead and had touchdowns, 10 interceptions this year. If he goes, we're
he's
doing
not
it.
Pro Bowl worthy.
Shut up. We're going over it. So he went 7 and whatnot, and then so now next year if he goes 14 and 7, what? Am I supposed to give him comeback play? He had a great year. Is that a great year for him,
brother? You're talking about a player that's been in the league for 2 years compared to somebody that's been in the league.
Who?
I said you're bringing up a topic for somebody that's been in the league for 2 years.
Who's been here for 2 years? Okay, he's gonna be here.
You're saying Shedeur, dumbass. And for somebody that's been here for 6 years.
With way more wide receivers.
We'll be here for 6 years.
Way better wide receivers on that team.
What better wide receivers? I mean, okay, yeah, they got Myers.
Come on, Dan. Dan.
You're saying every single Jacksonville Jaguars wide receiver is okay, yes. I'm forgetting one of the key receivers there. But wait, no, he was injured, no?
Moving on to the next one. I'm not having this fight with you right now. You want to do Coach of the Year?
Sure.
All right. The AP Coach of the Year nominations, because Dan's wrong on everything. We have Leon Cohen of the Jacksonville Jaguars, Dan's favorite team, apparently. We have Ben Johnson of the Chicago Bears, this list is actually pretty tough. This might be actually kind of tough here. Hold up.
Yeah.
Mike McDonald for the Seattle Seahawks, Kyle Shanahan for the San Francisco 49ers, or Mike Vrabel for the New England Patriots. Curious who you got here.
I'm gonna start this out by saying all these coaches deserve this award.
It's like that's actually a great list.
To me, there's no winner or loser here. Because to be fair, what these coaches did with their teams that they have is very impressive.
Yeah, no, I think so as well.
Like, you're talking about a second-year head coach in Mike McDonald at Seattle, taking Sam Darnold, who everybody was like, this guy is not good. Geno Smith, we should keep Geno Smith, run with him. Nobody expected Sam Darnold to have the kind of year he's having. I don't think anybody expected the Seattle Seahawks to even be anywhere in sight of being Super Bowl contenders this year. I mean, would you disagree with me on that?
No, not that I disagree. No, there's nothing I disagree with. I think there's one coach that I think doesn't. Not that he doesn't, but there's one coach that I feel like there's one other better one. But I'll disagree for now. It's fine.
I would say if it's gonna go to anybody here, it would be. I can't choose between the two of them right now. It would be Ben Johnson or Liam Cohen for me.
You got to choose one.
If I had to choose one, I'm probably leading Ben Johnson.
I'm going Ben Johnson as well. That's just personal take. I think I'm going Ben Johnson as well.
Liam Cohen is right behind him, in my opinion.
Crazy. So we disagree there. That's the one thing we disagree with. So for me, I have Ben Johnson, and then I have Mike Vrabel. Cohen's actually my fifth pick here. I feel like there's a better pick than Cohen to be on that top 5 list, but that's just me, personally. That's just how I have it.
Well, I'm taking all teams in consideration. And
yeah, so am I.
The first year, I'm also taking into the first-year head coach. That's why I have.
Yeah,
Ben Johnson
I guess Ben Johnson to me is my coach of the year. I have him to Mike Vrabel, but Cohen's like my 6th or 7th option, personally. That's my opinion.
To be fair, they all deserve this award. Kyle Shanahan coaching a team that's
injury ridden as shit.
He lost all his top players by week 6.
Yeah, they were dead in the water by nothing. It was crazy the amount of injuries they had.
But yeah,
I got Ben Johnson as well.
I don't think there's a bad choice here, to be completely honest with you.
Ben Johnson's my coach of the year. I love the Bears motto and whatnot in the locker rooms now. They're good, better, best chant is just so good to me. That hypes me up when I see that.
That's not a new thing. I don't know why you just hop onto it now.
Because I feel like it's like
week 2.
No, it's not that I just hopped on. I've been a fan of them all year. I've been looking at them all year. I've always liked Chicago. I've always liked the Chicago Bears. I have friends in Chicago. Some of my best friends are in Chicago. But Chicago, the Bears themselves, like, I've always liked their team. I've liked them for a very long time. I liked them even when they had Jay on the team, believe it or not. But I did enjoy their team for many, many years. Devin Hester. I loved a lot of these guys that used to come out of that team. Matt Forte, not my favorite running back.
To be fair, the Bears were once the Bears were once the team that everybody was like a fan of because of guys like Brian Urlacher, Jay Cutler.
Yep. Not Jay Cutler, but
he led those teams.
I don't think the Bears were a fan of Jay
wasn't
Cutler.
the right. Oh no.
I don't think the Bears were even a fan of Jay Cutler.
But that Bears defense has always been one of the. It's been the defense in the NFC for quite a long time.
Yeah, but I think overall though the reason why I got Ben Johnson as the coach is just because for me, you know, like the Patriots, I counted the Patriots out, so it's the same for my 1 and 2 here as to why, because I had the Bears as my dark horse, right? I had them being a better team this year that I felt like could have made a playoff hit, maybe not number 2 seed, but I had them in the playoffs coming up this year. I felt like no one believed in them, but I truthfully did believe in that team. I think they had a squad and they showed out, and I think they're going to come back better next year even. We'll see after, obviously, the offseason acquisitions, whatever kind of coaching changes, if any, happen, as any draft picks that happen from in April. But the Bears and the Patriots have the kind of same story, but in reverse for me, right? So I had all the changes that happened to the Bears, and I had them going up. The Patriots, I had them dead down at last. I had them, they were going to be the worst team in the AFC East, and they were going to be back in the top 5 next year, or this year for the draft, right? So the fact that we have Drake May about to be potentially the MVP in the finalist category here for it, and then we have, the fact that he's up there for that, they're in the Super Bowl, and then Ben Johnson with the Bears, just outright just being one of the great teams this year. Fantastic, constant with the fourth quarter comebacks, always finding a way to win. Caleb Williams just looking great. Their whole team looks fantastic. I love the way they play defensively. One of my favorite defensive teams in the league this year. They might have not been number one, but they were damn near close, and I feel like they played really, really damn good. So I would have loved if they both went head-to-head in the Super Bowl. That would have been like a dream for me right there for this year. And I would love to see the Bears win. But I have to give it to both of them. The only reason why I'm giving Ben Johnson the nod over Mike Vrabel is because I think that just the Bears, to me, were counted out a little bit more. I counted out the Patriots myself, but I think the Bears were counted out more than the Patriots were in general, just because I think they play in such a harder division, and they still made it to second seed. They play in a much harder division. Yes, the Patriots have the Bills to go through, and they got through the Bills. But the Bears got the Lions, the Packers, Minnesota, not really, but they're not also the worst team in the league, Minnesota. You know, they still finished, 7-9 or some shit like that. So, I mean, they're still not the worst team in the league. So they played...
with a quarterback going down with injuries.
Yeah. So they played in a pretty damn tough division. One of the toughest divisions I feel like could have been in the NFC right now. The NFC was between them and the West. And one of them was going to the Super Bowl. And it just happens that the West was the one that went up, you know? But that's the reason why I had Ben Johnson, because he played in a tougher division in my eyes, and he made it to where he made it. They made it to the conference championship. To the divisional round. Sorry, but he still made it up there. They beat the first team. They go into to the Rams. They lose to the Rams, which sucked. But that was still a close damn game. So it was a great game, phenomenal game. But yeah, that I just had Ben Johnson for that reason. That's why he's my number one in here. Mike Vrabel's second. Just because, again, I counted them out, just kind of like the Bears have been counted out by everyone, and they finished they finished in the Super Bowl. They're in the damn Super Bowl now, and they finished the.
I say for the most part, 4 of these teams were counted out at the beginning of the year.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that. Sorry, I thought you had more. I was saying.
No. I mean, the 49ers, everybody thought they were going to have a bounce back year because last year was ferocious for 49ers standards. And to be fair, if you're going back to next year, as a 49ers fan, you have to, at least that question is probably in the back of your head, is like, why didn't we perform this well last year?
I did a lot. I think there's a couple of reasons, mainly the personnel change, and I feel like because Brian,
and again, I don't know if we're going to talk about this, but is the loss of Stala going to come up and be a big factor for why they are bad next year?
We will talk about that topic in another one. I don't know if we'll do it this podcast, but we will probably talk about it.
That coaching staff over in Tennessee is looking very.
Yeah, it'll probably be.
It's looking very good.
Yeah, judging from our time, it'll probably be next week's podcast. All right, so yeah, we both have. Oh, I know. Yeah, we have one that we're gonna talk about with it. All right, so we both have Ben Johnson there. So we're gonna go on to the next ones here. I'm gonna go over the rookies. Let's do, I think, the one that's a little bit more not underwhelming. I don't want to say underwhelming, but I just want to talk about it. Who do you have is the AP Defensive Rookie of the Year player in the NFL? Our 5 options are Abdul Carter, New York Giants linebacker.
Is this? Are we doing this total biases or?
We're doing this who you feel is going to win. There's no bias. If you feel it's going to be the Abdul Carter, you're nuts to me. But I mean,
no. I'm just saying who I want to win.
No. Who you think is going to win? It's not about who you want. It's who you think is going to win. Nick Emenwari from the Seattle Seahawks, defensive back. James Pierce Jr., Atlanta Falcons defensive end. I don't know how to say his name, but Carson, what is it? Schwesinger? Is that right? How you said it?
Yeah.
Schwesinger? Okay. Carson Schwesinger, Cleveland Browns linebacker, or Xavier Watts, Atlanta Falcons safety.
You can go first if you want.
Wow, really?
'Cause
Okay. I think the person that I think could potentially win. There's two players I think that are my number one here, though. I'm putting it as Nick Emenwari. I think Nick Emenwari has been a great defensive back for Seattle. He's been pretty damn good. He showed up in the playoffs as well. I think he has. Well, I mean, playoffs don't matter obviously when it comes to awards. I understand that, but overall, I think this kid has been very damn good for them. So I think Seattle Seahawks have a pretty good defensive back on their hands, and I think he and Tariq are going to be a monster duo that we once again have in the league. I think we're going to see this be a long running thing for them, and I hope he continues to have a great career. But I think he ends up taking the award. My number two would have been Carson Schwesinger from the Cleveland, who I think he's probably going to get the nod. Honestly, if I'm not mistaken, I'm sure he'll get the nod over anyone. But I have Nick Emenwari as my guy. I think he's going to win, but I do think that the other dude's going to probably get an edge in voting if there was a thing for it. Who do you got here for it?
I would say probably the number one here. It's probably Carson Schwesinger. And my number two is probably going to surprise you, but it's going to be Abdul Carter.
Get the fuck out of here. What
Abdul
the
Carter
hell are you talking about?
He had a good season.
Oh, my Lord. Okay, good.
He did have a good season, Abdul Carter.
I don't think he had a
But yes,
season.
I do think it's going to be... I do mainly feel like it's going to be between Schwesinger and Emenwari.
Oh, so he's your third then?
Yeah. No, but like you said, I think him going to the... I think what has Emenwari above Carter is the fact that he made it further. He's in the postseason.
I don't think it has anything. For me, it doesn't have. For me, it's the stats. I think the stats. Just watching him play, he's been a great all season for me. Abdul Carter has been great. Don't get me wrong. I do think not great. Sorry, because like I said, there's a difference between great, good, okay, or whatever. For me, I think he's been good. I think Abdul Carter is good, and I don't think he's going to be. He's bad at all. I think
definitely a player that should not be playing every 5 snaps or 2 snaps. Take him out, let him sit.
Yeah. But I do think even when he got the chances, he's got to still be able to get that sack. I think that him getting the pressure is fine. Don't get me wrong. And he was second, I think, in pressures. He was like second in pressures, I think, behind Myles Garrett actually in the season. If I'm mistaken, at one point, I could be wrong on that. I'm not keeping track of that stat right now. I don't have stats on my screen. I'm not doing that.
To be fair, some of the pressure he applied did lead to the Brian Burns sacks.
Sure, but I want to see him get the sack, though. You know, it's not hockey. It's not an assist and a goal. I want to see him get the sack, you know.
I know.
You know, because, like, you want to go over Giants' defensive lines, you know, Human Yura with Justin Talk, they were both getting the sacks. They were both doing everything. It wasn't just, like, one guy that and the other one got him. It's like they were both in there. Jason Pierre-Paul was also in there. They were all in there getting sacks. You know, they were all... It was a dominant line. So I like Abdul Carter might get the pressure. That's great, but I want to see the sacks next year. So I'm hoping he comes out next year, gets rid of his porn addiction, and really comes out with some sacks here this time around. So, but I mean, I think he had a good season. I just don't know if he's going to be. I don't think if I had to look at that list, Giants fans don't kill. You know what? Kill me. I don't give a shit because I'm a Giants fan as well. But I think for me, he'd be fourth on this list. Because I have James Pierce Jr. probably being ahead of him as well. The defensive end on the Falcons. For me, at least. That's how I have it. That's just my opinion, though. Now, this one, I feel we're going to have probably a little bit more controversy. This is probably the one that everyone's kind of talking about right now. Is the Offensive Rookie of the Year. We have 5 guys as typical. The number 1 guy here is Jackson Dart, New York Giants quarterback. Emeka Egbuka from Tampa Bay Buccaneers, wide receiver. Trayvon Henderson, running back for the New England Patriots. Tetaroya, how do you say his name? Is it Tetaroya? Am I saying that right? Tetaroya? Tetaroya McMillan, Carolina Panthers wide receiver, and Tyler Show for the New Orleans Saints quarterback. Dan,
here's the thing here.
Oh, boy.
If Mbuka had the season he had, and it didn't fall off a cliff come week 7, I would say this is a clear-cut Mbuka.
Unanimous.
It goes to him, unanimous, like you said. But Jesus Christ, I would have to say that definitely this offensive rookie of the year award definitely had switched up a little bit from the season because I'm pretty sure going into week 5, everyone was like, he's the clear-cut favorite.
Absolutely. I would have given it to him.
Like it wasn't even a competition.
No, not remotely.
But now my favorite to win this is probably McMillan.
Yeah, I can see it.
McMillan, my number 1. Jackson Dart, number 2. Mbuka, number 3. Henderson, 4.
And Tyler Show at 5?
Yeah. I mean, Tyler Show has definitely had a good season from his time playing with the Saints. I just don't think he played enough to solidify the award. Because didn't he come in at after week 10?
No, he came in week 5.
He did?
Yeah.
Yeah, I still think he should have came in a little bit earlier. Around this time, Jackson Dart came in.
When did he come in? Week 3? 4? No, week 4 he came in. He was 1 week apart.
Week 2?
No. Because week 2 was week 2, I promise you didn't come in week 2, because week 2 was against the Cowboys, and I was at the Jets game that day.
No, he came in week 3 then. It was very early in the year.
No, because, what's his name went, because he went, who did they verse? It was versus the Chargers.
No, they took Wilson out at the half.
Yeah, so I'm not counting that. He started week 4.
He started.
He started week 4.
He did get a half to play.
Yeah, got a half to play, but he started week 4. He started at week 4.
Yeah, no, I just think, you can't even underestimate. Henderson did have a good year, and he was the main reason why the Patriots had the rushing power. So that's why I put Henderson over him. It's not that Tyler Show did not have a good season, took over and changed the way the Saints, because everybody knew that they were going to be a bad team, but he made them a lot less bad, in a sense, to where they weren't the bottom team, and now it's the Raiders.
My opinion's kind of different from yours in a little bit. And I think this is where the controversies all come from. And we're going to talk about this award in specific for just a little bit here, just a tiny bit, because I got a question to ask you. But we'll talk about it here in a second. But for me, my number 1, if I had to choose who's getting it, it's going to be McMillan. I think McMillan had a phenomenal season for a rookie. He basically carried Carolina in the passing game, in the receiving game. He was their guy. I don't think Carolina's nearly as good without him. Yes, you had what's his name in there as well. You had Hubbard come in, and that's great. Don't get me wrong, but no, sorry, Doyle. Is it Doyle? Doyle? That's Doyle. Whatever. You had Doyle come in, and he played phenomenal, and he was a big rushing threat. Don't get me wrong, but McMillan has been a threat all season, regardless. Over 1,000 yards for a rookie, crazy, really good receiver.
I think he was going under the radar the whole time, and Buka was having his showcase.
Yeah,
so he was having a showcase out there in Buka for the first 5 weeks.
Exactly. So I have McMillan winning it, and then I have Jackson Dart as my number 2 as well. But I could see a case in which the voting, maybe, I don't know if it's based on popularity or whatever. I don't think so, right? Is it people that vote him, or is it
it's
a show, it's judges?
I believe it's Adam Schaefer has a say in who votes.
Okay,
I think it's
then maybe McMillan wins it, but I could see Jackson Dart somehow getting the votes out of them for a reason. But I think McMillan deserves the award. I think he should win the award. But I have Jackson Dart as my number 2. Number 3 for me is actually going to be Tyler Show. I think Tyler Show is actually the better option over the two. I have Trayvon Henderson at the number 4, and I have Mbuka at the number 5, just because of the sharp fall off.
That big of a drop?
It was that battle, bro. The fall off was inevitable.
No, I know.
Showed.
I know.
It showed. And here's we talk about it. He's like, look, right. So the Buccaneers, injury ridden, right? Everywhere, injuries were everywhere for them, right? And so they had just Mbuka and Baker Mayfield. Right? So the Carolina Panthers just had McMillan and Bryce Young, which no one in the world thought that Bryce Young was a good QB before this. So, I mean, I'm looking at it, it's like, okay, Mbuka had the chance to be what McMillan did. Man. So, and the fact that it was such a steep fall off to me showed the levels.
It was very steep and very quick, in my opinion.
So
it wasn't just like a progressive, very slow and methodical fall off. This was like Mike Evans came back. Okay, he had his guy. He goes down the same game. He comes back.
Yep.
And Mbuka's nowhere to be found from there on out.
So that's why I have it. I think Mbuka plays great when he has the other people around him. Maybe he just needs a little bit more time to grow in with that system. But again, I just don't, for me, I don't know. I think the steep fall off to me is what puts him down at the 5 for me. And there's no disrespect. He was electric. My favorite wide receiver going into week 5. Before he had that fall off, I was like, unanimous.
He was the most.
There's no chance he wasn't getting it.
He was the most talked about. It wasn't like McMillan.
No.
Who was McMillan?
No one said anything about McMillan prior to anything. It was like, and he didn't catch his first touchdown until like week 5. McMillan. He didn't catch his first touchdown until about then. Either. I remember watching it actually.
Like I said, it was the
Cowboys.
Mbuka showcase.
Yeah.
It was the Mbuka showcase all the start of the season.
Yeah. Now I have to ask you real quick because I feel like this is another talked about thing. Was there anyone out of the offensive rookie of the year that you feel got snubbed that did not make the top 5?
The only guy I would say, and I feel like if he wasn't injured early in the year, Omarion Hampton, I feel like he could have been in the conversation.
Not could have been. I'm talking about like snubbed. Like he got snubbed.
He was snubbed because these guys went out there and put on shows for their respective teams.
Okay.
And Henderson, everybody, I know he was one of the rookies coming out along with Scatterbo, but Scatterbo didn't have the impact Henderson had on rushing.
No, he didn't. He got injured, obviously, and then same thing with Genty. By the way, Raiders fans, stop throwing out the whole before the line of scrimmage thing. What did he do?
Nobody cares about before the line of scrimmage, but
it's impressive. It's crazy good. Don't get me wrong, but it's not gonna win him an award. I've seen it all over the place. Stop. It's just not.
The Raiders. The thing that definitely hinders his performance, and I think it's known league-wide, is that Raiders' offensive line is just so horrendous.
Terrible.
He couldn't get past. He couldn't get yards after lines of scrimmage.
And so he fought. He had to fight for it every time. Yeah.
But Genty is definitely going to be a running back for the future.
I think he will be.
I don't think you have to beef up that O-line in order for him to make his presence known. Yeah.
So, again, Raiders fans, I guess...
I like this 5 list. This 5 list is perfect for me.
I think the 5 list is fine, too. If anything, the only thing I think I might say is I think that Cam Ward probably could have been a deserving spot in the top 5 because I think Cam Ward played actually phenomenal for what he had.
Better seasons than Dart and Show together?
No, but I think he had a better season than Mbuka. Personal preference. I think that Mbuka could have been wrote off this list real easily. I think he could have.
I do think that, but I just think the way he started the season just solidified him to be a candidate from the start.
And it ain't about how you start, it's about how you finish.
He had to fall off, but I get that. But I mean, that does take into consideration.
For me, I think Cam Ward deserved to be in here.
Because he took the lead by storm, and I'm not saying he didn't. He he was the most talked about name going week from week.
Yeah, I think Cam Ward for me, right? Cam Ward was a good QB because right now, sorry, I felt like he past tense. Cam Ward's a good QB, and I feel like he had
Wait till next
another
year.
one. He's another one who had a horrendous offensive line, got sacked the most in the season, and then on top of that, had with the fact that he has no wide receivers. I want to see them get a wide receiver this damn season. Wide receiver and offensive line needs to be their damn priority. Needs to be.
Bro, I don't care. In my opinion, next year Cam Ward is definitely going to improve.
I hope so because I think he looked great. The eye test showed it.
The coaching staff that they have right now, it's pretty hard not to say they have their offensive guy leading the realm and their defensive guy leading the realm.
It is pretty sick. It is pretty sick. I do like their coaching staff now, but we'll like I said, we'll get into that another time. I just had to ask that question because I feel like that's something I think that question I feel like is something that that hasn't been asked too much, but I kind of wanted to talk about it because I feel like it should be talked about a little bit more. But hey, it is what it is.
If Marion Hampton did not get injured, I think he would be in the mix of guys that got snubbed.
Could be. Could possibly.
Marion Hampton was having a great season before he went down with injury.
All right, here we go. Next topic, real quick. AP Defensive Player of the Year. We have Will Anderson Jr.
We might differ.
We probably will. But we have Will Anderson Jr. of the Houston Texans defensive end.
Oh, you're doing defense, not offensive first?
Doing defensive first. I'm doing because the offensive one's way heavier topic. I'm not talking about that just yet. We're talking about defensive. If you want to see the offensive one, go to the very next one. We're doing that next.
I know. I see it.
Defensive player.
And that's what I thought we were doing. That's why I said our opinions might differ.
Defensive Player of the Year. Will Anderson Jr., Houston Texans defensive end. Nick Bonito, Denver Broncos linebacker. Myles Garrett, Cleveland Browns defensive end. Aiden Hutchinson, Detroit Lions defensive end. Or Micah Parsons, Green Bay Packers defensive end. Dan, who do you got here?
There's a clear-cut favorite here.
Yep.
And I think we both know who I'm talking about.
Yep.
It's not even
close.
The other names are just on here for...
Yeah. Clearly.
Your name is mentioned in the award.
You play defense? Yeah, absolutely. 100%.
But Jesus Christ.
100%.
This is Myles Garrett
award.
Yeah,
100% Micah Parsons. What? No, go ahead. You're good.
This is Myles Garrett's award to lose.
Yeah.
Like, this is Myles Garrett award.
Not even a discussion.
It's not. These other guys, like Micah Parsons, why is he here? Yeah, he had a great season. Yeah, he had an okay season. But didn't he have no sacks for most of the time he was his first few weeks playing for Green Bay?
Yeah. Yeah, well.
I mean, I think the only one up here... Okay, Peanut.
I love him, man. Go ahead. You're good.
The only other guy I would say deserves this award is Will Anderson.
Yeah,
because
that's bold.
That Texans defense was the amount of pressure they applied on Drake May alone was pretty insane.
Yeah,
and it was just mainly their two D ends doing it.
Will Anderson Jr. was phenomenal. I think he's to be such a force to be reckoned with in the upcoming seasons.
The Titans, you have your new J.J. Watt. It's very clear cut. This is your new guy on defense.
Texans.
Oh yeah, the Texans. You got your new J.J. Watt.
Yeah. I got.
But this is Myles Garrett. Like, okay, Hutchinson had a great year. I'm not knocking what Hutchinson did coming. He definitely deserves. There's a reason why he's comeback player, because he did go down last year and did still have good numbers this year. I mean, they weren't impressive like Myles Garrett, but he did have good numbers for that defense. I'm not saying they're better than Will Anderson and Myles Garrett. Absolutely not. But Nick Bonito, I don't know why he's here. I'm just thinking that he did have a good year, Nick Bonito. But I do think the linebacker, the fact that he's a linebacker, definitely going up against all ends.
I don't get it. I don't get this guy. You? I don't. I don't get this guy. I really don't.
Going up against ends, I
I'm gonna
definitely
put
think
Cameron there.
This is Miles Garrett award.
You're coming in next week for me. Okay, you're just gonna be you and me. Just I got a staff change. Christ on a god. Okay. First off, no, I'm putting Miles Garrett is number one. There is no number two. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I don't have a number two here for me. Miles Garrett is number one. There is no number two. There's not even a discussion of number anything. It's Miles Garrett's award, and that's it. This award shouldn't even be on the ballot to vote for. It should just say Miles Garrett. Clear cut. There's no way around it. He had sack leader, the all-time sack leader now, the season sack leader, not all time. I know the wording's pretty messed up there.
To be fair, my argument does hold strong because Nick Bonito, okay, yeah, he played in 17 games, but he had 31 tackles, 15 assists.
How many sacks?
Is that sacks?
How many sacks?
Oh, he did have 14.
Okay. I just want to make sure that we're both talking about the same guy right here. So he was what? Number one on sacks list.
Was he?
What was he in sacks? What was he on the list on sacks? He was like number 2, right? Second in the league behind Miles Garrett. Or was he number 3? Because he was up there. Damn well had a better season than Micah Parsons. Damn well had a better season than freaking Aiden Hutchinson. The only other guy that belongs on this list that's not up here, actually, and this is not a biasy, is Brian Burns, who belongs here over freaking Micah Parsons. I'm sorry, just no way around. I don't know how the hell that's not even 14. Here.
Parsons had 12. Hutchinson has 14.5. But you're also comparing it to D-end versus a linebacker. So,
Yep.
As a linebacker, yeah, no, he definitely deserves to be up there.
Yeah, okay. I just wanted to make sure we're both talking about the same guy. Miles Garrett for me is the award winner here. I don't know. I don't know how you don't. Yeah, I don't know how you don't have Miles Garrett here as the guy. He's the award winner, 100% defensive player of the year, bar none, best player in the league right now, defensively. Just he's a monster. Miles Garrett been a monster. He just solidified himself as the monster. There's no way around it. You can call Aaron Donald, you can call J.J. Watt, T.J. Watt, you can call anyone, but he is the guy. But no, not right up there. He is there. He's the guy. They're up there. They're trying to be up there with him. He is the guy right now. Clear cut. Clear freaking cut. Playing on the Browns, 23 sacks. I don't care if someone laid down. There's not a hill to die on. The guy is the best defensive player in the league this year.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for after the award ceremony. Every Giants fan's going to complain, oh, the more games, he shouldn't have broken Strahan's record.
Yeah, all right. We're gonna
fuck over it.
Oh, Lord. We already discussed that already, but I'm not even going through that again, and that's not happening. The guy got the award. If you want, then Michael Strahan didn't get the award either, because there are people that got sacks way beforehand that only played in 10 games. I don't want to hear it. I'm sorry. Stop. Your childhood favorite got beat by Miles Garrett. I'm sorry. And I'm a Giants fan. Let's not start with that. I'm not even doing that.
I can't wait for that conversation to come out.
No.
What?
The AP Offensive Player of the Year.
We might have different opinions here.
Drake May, New England Patriots quarterback. Christian McCaffrey, the San Francisco 49ers running back. Puka Nacua, Los Angeles Rams wide receiver. Bijan Robinson, Atlanta Falcons running back. Or Jackson Smith-Njigba, Seattle Seahawks wide receiver. Offensive Player of the Year, Banathan, Fee-Fi Fofanaton.
I'm going to start this by
got?
saying, do I think Christian McCaffrey deserves this award? Absolutely. But when I look at another name on this list, who I think had a better running back season than him or a better performance overall, well, no, not better overall, but as good as he did for a team that is completely less overpowered than they are, I would say B.J. Robinson should win this award. That's who I think deserves this award.
Wow. Yeah, we're definitely differing here.
Yeah.
Holy crap, we're differing here.
I think Bijan had a great year this year.
We're gonna differ here. Hardcore.
Yeah, you're probably going to one of the receiver guys. I feel like that's too easy.
we're definitely differing.
Or you're probably gonna go. I think you're going Drake May.
I'm
To be
not going Drake
completely
May.
honest with you.
We're definitely different here.
But yeah, I do think, and I'm only saying that because I feel like Robinson, yes, he deserves, he should be here, and he did have a great year. But I think if you give the comeback player to McCaffrey, I feel like Robinson should get this one.
Okay. All right. Fine, that's fair. And nothing towards B.J. Robinson, but no, not for me. I don't think they're not. Christian McCaffrey has like a better season for me. He was the best dual threat, and I feel like that matters when it comes to it. Because Bijan Robinson, I think if you're talking running backs, if this is just a running back award, I'm giving it to Bijan Robinson 100%. 100%. But I think that, not 100%, a little less. But I mean, I think that he's definitely the best wide receiver in the league right now. But when it comes down to it, I'm giving this award to someone that I feel just deserves it for the amount of production they've acquired on the offense. Like I'm like it's crazy good this year, and I think the number one guy right now for this year is going to be. And you're right. I am leaning towards the receivers here because I'm going with Puka Nacua or JSN as the number 1 or 2. Personally, for me, I think they have been the most talked about players in the league throughout the entirety of the season, other than rookies that are there. They put up performances like no other. They nearly they played phenomenal. Like these guys are head to head for me for all season. It's just like 1 and 2, 1 and 2, and they remained it. And the fact that we got to see that in the playoffs in a conference championship match as them playing versus each other was amazing because they both showed out. They both did. They both had the catches. That they both did what they had to do. I like JSN more, but I think Puka Nacua is going to take the award. I think Puka Nacua takes the award on this, and I think JSN for me is my runner-up at the number 2. That's who I got here. But
I don't disagree with you. Like I said, I do think Christian McCaffrey is deserving of this award. But when I look at the stats that Bijan had, it's kind of hard to not have him in that same discussion as Christian McCaffrey because when you look at it, Bijan proved that he's also a dual threat. I mean, yeah, okay, he didn't have 924 yards receiving, but he did have 820, and that's just as high as some of these receivers have. And you're doing that as a bat.
Just Chris McCaffrey for me. The reason why I put him over it is because Chris McCaffrey was the 6th, he was the 8th best receiver in the league this year.
No, yeah,
he was like the 8th best receiver this year, and that's crazy to me. He's a running back.
Can we talk about somebody real quick that I think also had a major fall off, kind of similar to Mbuka?
Oh,
Jonathan Taylor.
Oh God, yeah, he was another one. He was said to be MVP by week 12.
He was said to be,
yeah.
Like, come on. And he was having a year to match Barkley too.
He was.
And
that was
his name is not on this list. His name is not on this list.
Hold on, are you saying that as like you feel he got snubbed, or are you saying that as in like okay? I just wanted to make sure.
I'm saying if anybody does think that he's been snubbed out of this, you had a fall off, my guy.
Yeah,
this is all on you.
Yeah, he had a fall. That was huge. That was a big fall
off
by
on
him.
That
Yeah, that was a disaster because we all had them being in the playoffs and whatnot. Well, sorry, I didn't. I said they were average at best to begin with, and then they ended up.
Yeah,
being
but come on, you actually thought that they were gonna have a fall off that badly?
No, definitely not that badly. Definitely not that badly. Definitely not that badly. But
they had the division on lock going into week 7. We're going into week 9.
It's crazy,
and it just done.
Well, what's crazy to me is, you know what? Since starting the podcast, beforehand, I used to hate when football ended, right? Now at the podcast, I'm actually really excited for the offseason because there's so much shit I want to talk about that I want to get into, and there's like so much more speculation. I feel like if you hate sports ending, just start a podcast because there's so much excitement that comes from the idea that man, there's so much shit you could talk to about, like, to people, and just, like, you know, just talking about the topics that you want to talk about all the time, and just oh man, there's a fire under me that goes, man, there's a lot of off-season shit I want to talk about a lot of these teams here. But
Wow, that's a name I did not think I would see in the MVP award.
oh well, we're gonna talk about it right now. So I mean, keep your money pot. Oh, my bad. I was looking at the wrong list. My bad. Okay. Yeah, there's a name on there. I don't know which one you're talking about, but we'll go over it here in a second.
Talking about two.
Okay. Dan. There is one award left we have to talk about. The AP Most Valuable Player of the NFL. Josh Allen, Buffalo Bills quarterback. Trevor Lawrence, Jacksonville Jaguars quarterback. Drake May, New England Patriots quarterback. Christian McCaffrey is the San Francisco 49ers running back. And Matthew Stafford, Los Angeles Rams quarterback. Dan, who do you have? Who's your MVP of the season? Who do you have?
This is going to one or two players, and it's been talked about for the last few weeks.
Yeah.
So I kind of feel like it's not even.
But like, I'm curious to see where you land.
Names being there are just
fodder.
There.
Yeah, they're fodder. I'm curious though. Who do you have?
Don't get me wrong. McCaffrey being there definitely surprised me.
That's the one that surprised you?
It did, because yes, he had a good year, but I didn't think he was going to be up for MVP.
Okay.
And another one that surprised me, Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, that's the guy that surprised me.
I haven't heard those two names be in consideration for the award at all.
No, Trevor Lawrence is not deserved to be up there.
That's why I say they surprised me, because it's two names that were never even briefly mentioned. I feel like this is just a two-man's race. And it's been for going into ending of the season, going into postseason.
Hot topic real quick. Sorry, bold take before we even get into it. Myles Garrett deserves a chance up there more than Lawrence, more than Trevor Lawrence. Sorry.
Agreed.
Okay.
Agreed.
I'm gonna put that out there.
That I will agree with. And the fact that he's not up here is pretty insane. The fact that he had 23, broke the record, 23 sacks, and
it's a damn QB award, and it pisses me off. Yeah, okay, they added a running back in here. I don't give a shit, man. The fact that they didn't put him in there, I don't think he would have won it, but I think he deserves to be up there in the top 5 over Trevor Lawrence. Come on.
Yeah.
He needs to be over there.
And another thing, I get it. I get why he's not in there, but not even throwing Sam Darnold's name in here is kind of
a
little bit underwhelming to me too.
Over Trevor Lawrence, yes, absolutely over Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence is not in my top 10 for QB. I don't give a shit. Be mad at me, but he's not. He's not in the top 10 for MVP discussions.
I mean, yeah, okay, he didn't throw as many touchdowns as Trevor Lawrence, but and maybe threw more interceptions. But I think Sam Darnold has been having a stellar year this year, especially what he's done in the postseason.
Yeah, postseason
and the fact that you don't throw him there is kind of
postseason doesn't count, unfortunately.
But
I would have rather put Caleb Williams over there instead of him. How the hell did he not get in over him? Go ahead. Yeah.
To me, they're the pretty clear-cut favorite. And I know people are going to say, oh, this is just a bias award, because why doesn't he deserve the award? I mean, when you look at the stats alone, and you're probably going to know who I'm talking about here, just comparing the yards alone, 4,700 to Stafford and 4,400 to May, it's kind of clear who's the better quarterback here. And even when you look at touchdowns to interception ratio, Stafford 46 and 8, Drake May 31 and 8. I feel like this is Stafford's award, and it's just very clear to me.
Very clear. I'm very clear. I could see a case for both, but I do have Matthew Stafford as well winning the MVP award for this year for the NFL. I think that just in general, he went on a streak in which he was 28, basically in interceptions, for touchdown to interception ratio. I think that Matthew Stafford just had a way consistent, more like schedule. First off, hard schedule, and he still went 46-8. Was it you said? So for me, Matthew Stafford just really just showed that he's a top guy. I think he gets MVP award though for this year. For me, he's the one. Number 2 is Drake May, 100%. Trevor Lawrence is number 12. I don't know how he's number 5 here. I just don't understand it. If we get to vote at all, I'll be surprised. It throw me under the bus at that point, but I don't understand. Really don't. Jacksonville again hate me, but he does not deserve to be up there. Sorry.
No, I agree.
It just does not. There's so many more guys I'd rather have up there. I think Caleb Williams deserves to be up there more than him. I think that I think that Myles Garrett deserved to be up there more than him. I think there's a couple of people that I'm like, they deserve to be up here more than Lawrence. Just how it is.
Yeah, and it's kind of disheartening that this award doesn't really show what it means. Like, to me, when I think of most valuable player, I think of somebody that controls the team. I'm not really thinking of a quarterback necessarily, but just name this best quarterback value player award.
Yeah. Yeah. I like that.
Because the fact you don't have one defensive guy up here, and with the way that the defense have been running the show for some of these teams, is kind of...
For a league that prides themselves on defense wins championships, the fact that not a single defensive player could make the MVP list is crazy to me. I think if you're going to have 5 QBs or 4 QBs up there, then why aren't they all the offensive player of the year? Why is that not up there as well?
Unpopular opinion, and this is probably going to affect, and this is probably going to get a lot of hate from a lot of NFL fans. I think if you do a most valuable player award, it should be 1 quarterback, 1 wide receiver, 1 running back, 1 guy on defense as your top 5.
I like the idea, but I disagree. I do disagree. I do disagree.
I don't. Yes, okay. Trevor Lawrence is valuable to his team.
You know what I feel like they should put up though. You know what I do like though. What I wish they would put up is like an NFL special teams award. I feel like not just kickers and punters, but like kick and punt returners
don't get noticed at all.
Returners as well. I feel like any guy that kick and punt returns and whatnot, they also deserve to be up there. Anyone a part of special teams unit deserves to be a part of the special teams. I feel like that should be just a thing, but they don't. But yeah, Dan, we are here at the end of our podcast. Today is the last day that you're here. I'm replacing you with Daisy. For next week. And then we're going to do that. But yeah, so, man, I don't really have a lightning question for this round because this is really going to be hard for me. So I think just, you know what? I don't know what the lightning question is going to be here for it. But I think...
I got one here.
Sure,
even before it even starts up.
Let's do it. Let's hear it.
Well, since we're hockey guys here.
Hockey lightning question in the middle of a football thing?
I know where we can advance from this. I mean, it starts a week from now, and we're probably going to...
Are you doing a fucking Olympics? Are you doing an Olympic thing?
Yes.
No, because it's a topic for next week.
No. Oh this is a way too early one, okay?
Here we go.
We're going way too early.
Here we go. Go ahead.
Gold medal. Gold, silver, and bronze. Hockey. Who do you have?
Canada, USA, Sweden. No, without a doubt, you don't even have to think about that. Who do you got? That's my... See how quick I answer that lightning question? What do you got?
No, I would have to have Canada, Sweden, USA.
All right. Hey, by all means. We'll talk about We'll talk about that. We'll talk about next week. We'll talk about the Olympics next week.
Just a brief way too early. Way too early.
By all means, hey, it's in there, so we have it in. All right, guys, enjoy yourselves. Thank you guys so much for watching the podcast as usual. If you did enjoy it, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Follow us on social medias. I'll be putting them in the description down below. And we'll talk to you guys next time. Enjoy yourselves. Have a good and happy Super Bowl weekend. Bye, guys.
Peace out, guys.